You have 6 months to live. Now what? I've been thinking a lot about time, as you can tell in my other videos. Part of the reason, for those of you who are new to my channel, that I moved from New York City to Berlin is so that I can explore a different quality of life. I wanted to see what life could look like when I'm not immersed in a culture of hyper-productivity and growth for the sake of growth, rather more a slower, intentional living. When I first moved to Berlin, it wasn't really about slow living or intentional living. It was just really about moving somewhere where the rent was cheaper and I could have some time to breathe and think about what do I really want to do with my life, not just how can I pay my rent. But now that I'm here, I'm wondering to myself, what else can I fill my life with to bring a sense of deep richness? Now, of course, there are so many ways to live life, and for me, this is just a chapter, a moment in my life. I don't know if you relate, but I definitely realized over the last couple of years that I use work as a coping mechanism. So whenever I feel inadequate as a human, I tend to over-respond by burning myself out. And this has been a cycle of mine since forever. Recently, I was reminded of this idea that I guess was in a Peter Thiel book or something, I don't know. I saw it floating around the internet. It's about how you can accomplish your 10 years goals in 6 months. Now, if you had asked me even a year ago the same question, my mind would have jumped straight to productivity. How can I achieve all that I can if I only had 6 months to live? How much work can I produce? But now, I just read the same quote and I thought, no, how much time can I spend with my family? How much time can I spend with Laura, with my friends? How many books can I read? How much impact can I make to the world? Whenever I shoot YouTube videos, you're catching me in a moment of inspiration. And I want to make this really clear because it's not like I figured it out and I'm walking around having these really, to me, positive thoughts, reformed thoughts. Most of the time, I'm not. And then thankfully I have these moments where I get reflective, I turn on the camera and I talk to you. And in reflecting to this same question about 6 months, if I were to only have 6 months, how would I live? I thought more about richness. I thought more about slowing down. I thought more about intentionality. Now, there is a bit of a fear of me in losing productivity. So I do want to say that slowing down and living more intentionally is actually not to be less productive. It's actually the opposite. It's to be more productive, to have more, again, I use these words, richness and depth in my life. It's so that I'm not just spending time on the computer for the sake of spending time on the computer, so that at the end of the day I feel like I've been on the computer all day, therefore working, when really I could actually just be on the computer for a few hours to get some work done, shut it down, go for a walk, ponder, maybe meet some friends, sit down, have some tea. There are so many things that I want to accomplish in my life. In so many ways, I want to make a difference for those around me. But there are also equal amounts of times that I want to spend to just be with myself, sitting down or walking or whatever, and just kind of really being in that moment. And somehow in this combination, I would say, as of now, my theory is that somehow here in this middle ground is that balance that I am seeking right now. So, just a quick video because I'm here actually in Hamburg at my friend's house, staying over the weekend because I'm shooting a video about coffee. I've been really loving traveling, not just to kind of shoot about tourism or the cool things to do in a city, but I've been really enjoying shooting cities from a perspective of people who live there and just interesting things that are happening there, like industry, social change, and just general people who are passionate about different things. That always excites me. So I'm quite caffeinated, coming down now, I'm ready for a nap. but just wanted to quickly shoot this video because I wanted to make sure I'm sticking to my 2 a week schedule, and yeah, just upload this. It's a good question to ask every once in a while and just ponder, I think. So that's what I'm doing, and I thought it would be interesting to ask you. Leave it down in the comments below. What would you do if you had 6 months to live? How would you live your life differently? And with that note, also, we only have 6 months until the end of the year, so what can you do from now until then to start making a change? Whether that's starting to pursue your dreams, your passions, your visions, your goals. If you felt like you've been lacking on all these different ideas you had in the beginning of the year, that's all good. Me too. I'm just starting to upload 2 a week. I've been saying that for the last 3 years. Come along with the journey. Let's do this together. It's a process, and that's okay. Slow but steady, and we'll get there. Alright, much gratitude. As always, I upload twice a week, midweek, end of week, so feel free to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I don't know, wherever, if you'd like this, so that I don't feel despair and loneliness that nobody likes my videos. I'm just kidding. You don't have to like it. But yeah, it does help me get some of this video a little bit out there. It tells YouTube that people watch my stuff. I don't know. I don't really know how this works. I'm just making videos because it's fun. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next week, midweek, for a new video. By that time, I will be in Barcelona, and yeah, excited to give you an update on all that as well. See you guys. Bye.